Topik konversasyon pou vendredi le 21 août 2026. Nous connaissons pour dire addiction parfois et quelque chose qui est un peu sagrina à cause de la chombo il parle là go. Là nous cause addiction, il y a plein addiction, nous avons drug addiction, nous avons porn addiction, alcohol addiction. Mais aujourd'hui nous allons focus sur addiction drogue bien sûr. Et moi pour sans un peu moins la langue pour cause pas cause créole, cause anglais pour nous inviter qu'avec nous. I have Mr. George in the studio with me. Good morning, Mr. George.
Good morning, sir.
And Mr. Isaac in the studio. Good morning to you, Mr.
Good
Isaac.
Correct, man. Thanks,
all right, so both of them are from 180 Turnaround.
Yep.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes,
all
sir.
right. And we're talking about drug addiction specifically in the Seychelles.
Yeah.
Correct.
And 180 Turnaround is an organization privately funded.
Yes.
And it's in the Seychelles for the mission about drug addiction. So before we get into details, tell us about Mr. George and Mr. Isaac, about your background a bit for the audience to get to know you. So Mr. George, we'll start with you first.
All right. I was born and raised in Kenya for the first 21 years of my life, and then I moved to Australia, and I did my studies in Australia, and I began to be involved with a local church there that trained us in working with in community work. Basically, in Australia, we were working with at-risk groups, alcohol behavior, and we're going in the community and working with these people. And over time, we saw that there was a need to venture out and do this beyond the borders, because we already had this program running in similar institutions in the organization I was part of. So we were reading about stories here in the Seychelles, how they were suffering with drug issues and all that. So we approached our leadership, and they offered to get us here to see if we could start a work and begin to work with the people of Seychelles and help them just one at a time and help them come out of the
All right, and Mr. Isaac, for the audience to know who is Mr. Isaac.
My name, like rightly said, Isaac Mazivire is my name. I come from Zimbabwe. Yeah, you know, as a young person, I saw the challenges. I saw the challenges as a young person, and I grew up, studied different courses, of course, and then, you know, I joined the organization or the church called Potter's House Christian Fellowship then, and then, you know, I just got into beginning to help young people from that age when I was around 26 years up to now. I'm a leader of the Zimbabwean Fellowship, but also I'm involved in helping and speaking in international arenas and seminars. So I'm very keen to be helping young people in overcoming the problems that we are facing today, in particular addictions and immorality. So yeah.
All right, so let's get into it. You could say, like, Mr. George, you said like you were in Australia. Why uproot the whole mission, or correct me if I'm wrong, the whole mission coming to the Seychelles to try and help our people in the Seychelles with the drug addiction? Why uproot?
Yeah. As I said, we are already doing this kind of work in Australia with a measure of success in various communities, and through the church organization that we are involved with, and then the Potter's House Church, and then we were reading reports, global reports, IMF reports, and World Bank reports about countries in this part of the world. And some of the reports that were coming up were like Seychelles needs, immorality and spirituality and cultural breakdown and family. So we started looking into it and trying to figure out what is going on with the Seychelles. Yeah, I knew about the Seychelles, but I didn't know the fabrics of the society. So as we looked into it, we realized that there's a lot of breakdown in social order, in family structures due to drugs, alcohol. A very good percent, like about 10%, 5% of the working population or something like that was involved in drugs. So we actually came here at first to just have a look and see what the situation was, and spent about a week or 10 days here just driving around, visiting and all that. And then that validated the reports that we were reading in Australia. So we approached our leadership over there that, listen, we have the ability and the means to come and help these people because the organization that sponsored us was faith-based. So they've got a heart for people, and we've got a heart for people to help people like this. So that's how it began to emerge. So they sent us here to come and see if we could start a work. We've been here for about 2 years, but the work has just been going for about a year, starting and registering and working with people and all that.
And what have you found when you're on the ground? Yes, you read about the Seychelles, you read the statistics and everything, and like you said, you've been here for like 2 years, but it's only been a year, and you've been on the ground. So is it the same thing that you've been reading and seeing in the reality?
It's worse.
It's worse.
It's worse than we read.
Okay, please do elaborate worse. So where have you been that you've seen the worst case?
It's worse than we read.
All right. So Mr. Isaac, you landed yesterday.
I landed yesterday, and then we had this meeting yesterday.
Yeah,
but I was able to meet some people then.
Okay.
By the shopsmen and the young people. I was very compassionate.
Okay.
Something can be done and help these young people out of this because they are the future for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And were you shocked by what you've seen
so
far?
I was indeed.
In what sense? Please do elaborate.
Yeah, some girls at the shop, they could be working a job, they could be productive. But however, you could just see people, they are high. And then we went to the other shop. The same thing that I see, it's what it was kind of.
Sad cases.
Yeah.
It's very sad because
it's very sad.
Yeah, they're young, they're full of life.
Yes.
They could be doing something very positive with their life and everything.
And what about the future?
Yeah, and the future is like, well, they still have hope in a sense. So let's get into what do you plan to do? Yeah, you've seen the problems, but what other solution you're bringing to the table, Mr. Isaac?
First of all, I believe there has to be a solution to every problem. They say that a man can live 3 days without food. He can live 3 minutes without air, but he can't live one second without hope.
Without what?
Without hope.
Hope. Okay.
So my very agenda, I would say, would be if we can bring hope to these people. Number one, through talking to them, speaking to them, but also people, they like music, so we could come a little bit with music that can catch their attention and bring sense to them that they can find change. They can be a change of behavior, a change of morals, and a change which will bring a change in the future.
And you started doing your speech yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Speech or seminar?
Yes, seminar.
Your seminar. And how was the turnout? And what was the response? And what did it meet your expectation? You could say.
Yeah, I would say the turnout wasn't like what I expected. Yeah, but I think there was the response was there were people that came forward to say they want to change. Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And Mr. George, you've worked in Australia, you've seen different cases.
Yes.
Is there any particular stories that stood out to you that you want to share with us? Like, there is hope, like Mr. Isaac said, like a story of hope.
Yes. I've got several.
That stood out to you?
Yeah. The latest, before we came here, there's a young girl, like some of the girls we saw yesterday by the shops. This was a young girl that had 3 kids. She was probably 23, 3 kids. She was a street worker. I don't know what is. So street workers, they are like prostitutes. I don't know whether you got them here. She was a prostitute, basically. And she was in drugs, selling drugs, using drugs. Her life was just going nowhere. By the time we met her, she was living in her car with 3 kids. She was almost losing the kids to the government authorities because someone saw and reported. So by the time we met her, someone pointed her to us, and as she came, we started working with her, presenting hope, compassion, love, to the ministry, to the 180 program. And then slowly by slowly, she began to change. It took a while to change, just to get rid of that life. She got delivered from that just through prayers and things. And slowly by slowly, our kids began to be in school now. They are going to school. There's structure. There was no structure around them. She quit her street work and started a business, a hairdressing business. So, and then she started making money out of this. So she realized, oh, my life can change. Yeah, your life can change. We got her into a government housing. And by the time we left, coming here, she was gainfully employed. Her kids were going to school, eating square meals and 3 square meals a day. She was making money. And she was becoming a reference point, a reference point, not just in the community, but even to the government of a changed life. Her name was Christine, and she's still in the program to this day.
Oh, that's inspiring as well, and hopeful for people that's listening to us today.
Yes.
And yes.
You know, I've got a very good example of a young man. I think 8 years ago, he was going to commit suicide because of drugs. Arrested several times. But then, you know, he came, I found him, we came to church, I spoke to him. Then, you know, he began to come to church anyway, you know, faith-based. And this young man, just to cut the long story short, he came off the drug addiction. He began to go to school. He's now a doctor. He's now a doctor helping other people to come out of the same. But at the same time, you know, he's doing good. He's living right.
Yeah. In your opinion, Mr. Isaac, do you think that society tends to punish addiction instead of understanding addiction?
I think there has to be understanding, because punishing most families, you know, families think they can solve the problem, and other kind of organizations think they can solve the problem with punishing. I don't think so, because, you know, when people come to addiction, they are far away from where you're thinking. So right where you think they are, they've gone far away. So I believe the approach has to be an approach of bringing hope to them and bring them back to where they need to be. Yes, sir.
And Mr. George, like you rightly pointed out, that Seychelles, we are in dire need of some assistance, and some sad cases in reference to drug addiction in Seychelles is quite high. What do you think is the causes of those problems?
I think fundamentally there's a breakdown in society. That is not just here in Seychelles, that's all over the world. But here,
it's a common cause.
It just the breakdown in society is such that kids are raised up in absence of, in single homes. The father, the mother is not there. Or the mother is there, the father is not there, or they are raised up in multiple homes, and in those multiple homes, the experiences are not good. They get abused. They get, they lose their identity. They begin to, as they grow up, they begin to experiment with life, and I think fundamentally is the breakdown in society. Here it's manifest more because it's a small place and you see it everywhere, but it's all over the world. So I think if we can correct that, and what we are trying to do, we are trying to, instead of stigmatizing these people, which society has done, what you are trying to ask my brother here, society here, this is what I see here, what we've experienced in the last 12 months is that they get stigmatized by family and this community, and people do not want to relate to deal with them. They are like write-offs. But listen, I've been working with some of these. Some of them are very smart. Some of them are very clever, and is buried under drugs. So what we are trying to do is to uncover all of that by reaching out to them, telling them that there is hope you can be, there's a better way to live your life, and we bring them into the program, or we expose them to the program. And not all of them want to be, some people are too far gone, they're not ready. We only work with people that are willing, because that's the beginning of it.
Yeah. The willingness
is critical to us, because we don't have a lot of resources and time to do this. So some people are too far gone, they are not ready. They say, but they are not ready. But we pinpoint the ones that are willing to change, and we start with them from there and build them up from there. It's difficult, it's challenging, but the concept of 180 is that it's one at a time.
Okay.
One at a time.
I was going to ask the question.
Yeah. We may not say them all at once, but one at a time. We believe that that one that we affect can affect so many others.
So, Mr. Isaac,
Yes, sir.
like Mr. George rightly pointed out, like your program focuses on one at a time.
Yeah.
But what happens in the sense you're in the Seychelles right now for a week or a couple of days, yeah?
A week,
Just-
yeah.
A week.
Yeah.
And Mr. George, you've been here for
Been here for a year.
for a year, for months. But what happened if Mr. Isaac identify several individuals that says, I'm willing to change my life, do the whole 180? What will happen, Mr. Isaac? Your seminar is based on what kind of approach? Spirituality or educational, the dangers? What's the speech about? And then we switch to Mr. George about the question, what if Mr. Isaac identifies several that wants to join the program? How long you tend to work with them? So first question for you about the speech, and then
Yeah, of course, the speech will be, like I said, rightly pointed out already, that it's a speech that brings hope to people, that you can change, you can have a future, you can also become a leader, you can have influence, you can have impact in life. That's central to what we want to see in the young people. Change, in one word, is change. Yep.
okay. And like he said, change. He's done with the seminar. He's gone after a week, and those people that says I want to change come to you, 180 turnaround comes to you and says, Mr. George, how can you assist us, not me, but us, several individuals? How long will your program take, and what do you plan to do with them afterwards?
Okay. Number one, how long depends on the uptake, how quick they are willing to change, right? We run a series of programs with some of these guys that are already coming. We do life skill with them. We teach them how to find a job, work readiness. We prepare them, we try to impart on them skills, on just life skills like home management, especially ladies, dietary skills, and because my wife and a few ladies are very good at that home economics, basically. Teach them those skills that they missed up in life. We teach them how to engage leadership skills. So we teach them, give them responsibility and hold them to account with those responsibilities that we put on them. So how long that takes depends on the individual, how quick he wants to change and move. Yes, they will go back and forth. In my experience, they don't change overnight. They go back and forth. But the problem that we have experienced here now, and this is what drove us to come, is that the government is trying very hard with the methadone program, right? And some of them go through that cycle and come out the other side and come out of methadone. But there's nothing for them to do. So they just repeat the cycle. So
Why is that, actually?
Because there are reasons someone like us to hold their hands and tell them that you can be useful in society and put that hope into them. So where we come in is where okay, I've come out of methadone, what do I do? What support systems are there? We are part of that support system that hold their hand towards a job, hold their hands towards to the court, hold their hands towards health care that they need, hold their hands towards housing, whatever the need is.
It's kind of a moral support in this.
Moral, spiritual, and social
spiritual,
support and support.
I think spiritual is also very important. When they come out of it, spiritual is going to help them to perpetuate what has begun in their lives. So I think that has to take root in their lives, and then they can go on and become leaders. I think they will become leaders. I've seen that with young people. For instance, we had one young guy, I took him from a field. He was homeless. Brought him into church and he began to learn the fundamentals of faith. And from there, you know, he became a disciple. He began to learn things. And today he's a leader. Yeah. So because leadership is very important because it affects, it has influence.
Because everybody has the potential in them to unlock. Everybody has the potential of leadership skills. They're born, some of them are born and some are taught to be leaders. So it's all possible. You mentioned earlier, like you were a bit surprised with the turnout from the seminar. And you have it the entire weekend now. Do you plan to maybe go out to the hoods?
Today, you know, I want to go out. I came for work. I want to go out even the whole day. I'm prepared. Talk to people. You know, make the most I can.
Because with due respect, they won't be attending seminars. They won't be going to uni-say auditorium. They won't be going there. So the best approach, like you said, you've drove around, you've seen the hoods, the ghettos, you could say. Best approach is go there. Go towards the source.
That's
because
what
they won't come to you.
That's exactly what we were talking with George. That's the whole day. George, give me work, man. I wanted the whole day, man. And we met a young boy yesterday. What's his name again?
Caleb.
You know, he was very keen. He was very keen. This young boy, you know, you could see something is turning around. Lights are turning on.
But I'm pretty sure you've seen several cases. What are the reaction when two men just approaches like random strangers and you could see they need some guidance and assistance? What are the first reactions you tend to receive from them sometimes?
For me, I think dealing with people, approach is very important. So I approach people with respect, and I've seen that really helps a lot. Even yesterday, you know, you approach somebody with respect, they are keen to hear, they're keen to listen, and that's the first thing. Respect the person. It doesn't matter who he is, where he is. They will listen to you, and then you can
empathize with them. You know, we are not coming in, we are not approaching. I've been to the hoods. You're talking about the hoods. We go to the hoods often in Lemamel, Osope, or Mufleri. It doesn't know those places, but we've been to those hoods, the ghettos, and all those places. And when we go there, we don't go like we are the know-it-all.
It's open-minded.
We're open-minded. We love them. We respect them. We present our case, why we are there and what we are trying to, and they listen. People they listen because it is different. No one does that. Not many people go to those hoods, and because my experience is that here people deal with them from afar. People like that, people deal with them from afar. But if you go and sit down with them and eat with them and empathize with them, they begin to give you an ear and they want to listen. Why are you, especially someone like me? I stand out. I'm a stranger. I don't speak Creole much, and you know, why are you here? What brought you from your country? You know, that catches people, and we begin to work with them.
You know, it's in our culture, like it's in the nice hospitality. It's in us to welcome everyone from around the world. And I'm going to say good luck with everything. We hope that with this program, some of our youth come back to the light, contribute to our society, contribute to our country and to the world as well. With that said, I'm going to leave you guys with the last word, 30 seconds each, to anything you want to add before we wrap up. Mr. Isaac, probably.
Yeah, thank you very much for the privilege and opportunity to come and be part of what needs to be done and what is being done already. I would say to the audience, you know, there's hope.
There's hope. Mr. George?
Yeah, We do appreciate the opportunity, and once again, I would just encourage the audience that we're having these meetings, and on Saturday especially at the not Mofleri, but at the Lemamel DA's park, the park behind the DA's office there.
It's on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, please
Yes,
have a look.
yes, please come out, listen to our brother. He's gonna be speaking there in song and testimony, and bring a message of hope and freedom to the community.
Yeah. So with that said, again, thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for the mission that you're doing for our youth and for our country. With that said, thank you and
Thank you.
good luck. Have
Thank
a
you.
have a good day.
Thank you, thank you, sir.
Ça
Thank you
c'est
so
nous
much.
topic conversation pour aujourd'hui. Merci beaucoup. Topic conversation pour vendredi le 21 août 2026. Mon l'autre invité avec moi dans le studio et ça c'est Mr. Ramani. Good morning to you, Mr. Ramani.
Good morning to all of you at the SBC.
Yeah.
It's a very pleasant morning
Yes.
to see you all here.
Beautiful day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wish you the same.
Yeah, beautiful day.
And also wish all the Seychelles are here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Ramani, the time is exactly 7:36 in the Seychelles. If you want with me in the studio, what would be Mr. Ramani be doing right now at this time?
I come to office, you'll be surprised to hear that. I come to the office at 5:30 in the morning.
Wow.
I leave my home at Copolia 5:15.
Okay.
5:30 dot, I'm in my chair.
Okay.
So 5:30 to 7:30, I spend my time to reply all my emails and to clear some of my desk work, and I am ready to receive my clients by 8 o'clock.
Wow. Wow. So what time do you normally finish then?
12.
12. Yeah.
Afternoon I don't come.
Yeah, I was thinking like
Yeah.
you should get a lot of work done because it's quite peaceful in the
Yes,
morning
of
as
course,
well,
of course.
and your mind's fresh and clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
You can really concentrate on the morning time. You are very fresh and free in the mind. There's no disturbance. Nobody is calling you at that time.
Yeah. So, Mr. Ramani, you've gained that reputation for being a very respectable businessman in the Seychelles and also known for your charitable work in the Seychelles. And you arrived in the Seychelles in 1981, so
Yes.
at the age of 33. So my first question is like, what do you see different from the business community back then to now?
See, when I came in 1981,
Yes.
see, from my perspective, I came from a big city in India. When I came to Seychelles, what happened? Why I have selected a small village? I didn't consider as a country. When I entered, the first look, it was not that, I didn't see much development that time. The offices are closed by 4 o'clock. The roads are deserted. No life after 4 o'clock. Okay?
Yeah.
But I didn't feel much difference in my lifestyle because I like that quiet environment. But for many people who are going to be in the busy life or busy schedule or busy city life, they may find it very strange. But say during the course of the years, I can say from 1981 until now, it's a tremendous progress in Seychelles. The development of the roads and development of we have seen a lot of buildings coming up, and then business activity has got developed quite a lot. See, the people are walking to different sectors of business nowadays. Those days, I can say only the retail business mostly. Now people know, they have traveled abroad, they know what are the potential available for them to improve the business. Now it's really good. That's why I can say now, when I came, there are few handful of accounting firms in Seychelles, maybe 5 or 6. But now, if you go and see the list, more than 30, 40 accountants. It's really, that means when you have 30 or 40 accountants, we have business for the 30 or 40 accountants. It's a sign of good growth in the business.
Yeah. And rightly said, nowadays there's plenty of business firms, accountants firms, and you came in the Seychelles establishing your firm as well.
I came in 1981 along with Mr. Anand Shah. You know Mr. Kantila, his younger brother. He was having a business in India, and he got in touch with me. I was working in the bank before coming here. I was a regional auditor for the largest bank of India, controlling about 90 branches. So I was thinking of quitting the bank job because though I liked it much, but I didn't like the traveling. I have to travel at least 25 days a month. My time with the family was very, very limited. So I thought I was finding an opportunity to get out of the bank's job. Then at the time, Mr. Shah got in touch with me. He was telling that he wanted to open a audit firm in Seychelles. He wanted to know whether I would be interested. Then we came together, we made a survey, and then I told him we have got a potential in Seychelles, we can go. Then we started in 1981. Then we grew very well. Unfortunately, in 1993, there's little what's called the opinion, clash of opinion.
Okay.
I have to go out from him. I started off my own. Say 1993, I am independent.
Since now?
Since now, yeah. Since 1993 until now, I'm having my own office.
So, Mr. N.Ramani, when you think about it, like since now, you're still in your own business.
Yes.
What sets you out different from the other firms? Like you said, there's plenty now, but you're still in business. What's the secret? What's the drive for Mr. N.Ramani that keeps the business afloat, stands out different from the rest? Why go to you,
See,
Mr. N.Ramani?
for any professional to succeed in the business, you must be very sincere, honest in your business, and then you have to be hardworking. So these three formulas, fundamental principles, will always keep you up. And then you must have a good knowledge of what you are doing. See, you must be. I don't say you have to be an expert in your, profession, but at least you must have the fundamental knowledge to tell the people who are going to come to you for advice or something like that. You should give them a good advice. Okay, and you have to build a reputation not only amongst your clients, but also with the government authorities, because as an auditor, you have to be moving with the various authorities, say Register of Companies and Employment, Immigration and Tax Office, and then the FIU or Central Bank. We are moving with many government authorities who are connected to the business dealings. So you have to have a good rapport with them, and then you must have a good respect.
Yeah, you mentioned something very important: loyalty, respect as well. And in your world, it's very demanding. And nowadays, we see a lot of young entrepreneurs coming into several businesses, not just your line of work. What advice would you give them as well, young entrepreneurs venturing into business world in the Seychelles, overseas, anywhere?
See, the same thing I have to tell the young entrepreneurs who want to be in any business: please be sincere to your business. Be honest in your business. So don't try to make quick profits. Don't take the shortcut to make the money. If you are going to take the shortcut, you will be thrown out one day or the other very soon. Be there. See, your ultimate aim should not be the profit. You must always have a sort of a service attitude in your mind. Then only you can have a good business and honest business and sincere one as well.
And Mr. N.Ramani, you arrived in Seychelles in 1981, started the firm and everything. Compared to back then and now, would you say that getting into business now is more difficult than back in the day?
No, I don't think so, because now, see, the government has been trying to make the things very easy to do the business in Seychelles. Okay? Even getting the license has been made very easy. It's not like that. I think long time back we had to wait for maybe weeks or months to get the license. Now it is not like that. But still we have certain formalities, criteria to comply with. If you comply with those criteria, then getting a license or getting into any business will not be difficult. The criteria is very, very important for you to comply with. See, suppose you want to have a retail business, then the license will ask you, okay, show the proof you are having a building. If it is your own building, you can show them. Or if you are rented building, you have to give them the rent agreement. And then you put in an application, and then they will send it to the various authorities like the fire department or the health authorities, and whatever the authorities they are concerned with, they will come and make an inspection. If the place is good, then they will say, and you are going to comply with the regulations of the health ministry or the police department or the fire service department, whatever department the business is concerned with, if they are going to give a clearance, then they will give the license.
So a lot of businessmen knows you as Mr. Ramani, the businessman, the auditor, the strict, the strict guy, the honest person, and a lot of people already know you as the community person that gives his time. So what kind of like first brought you into volunteerism, giving back to the community? What drove you towards that area?
See, sometimes the service to the community, sometimes you acquire that the culture. You see the people and then you acquire that. But sometimes it's inborn, it's in the blood. Back in India, my family is a sort of a service family, giving service to the country. And actually, my grandfather was a freedom fighter. He has given thousands of acres of lands for the during the freedom fight for the service of the country. So, and then he has been serving the poor, he has been feeding them, and he has been giving them the shelter. So that I have been observing right from my younger age. Then this culture got into the heart. So when you come here out of the country or wherever you go, the culture stays in your blood. And then here, when I came here, I joined the Lions Club, which is one of the largest service clubs in the world. I was serving as a president of the Lions Club for more than 2 years, and then I have held many positions in the Lions Club, the locally and as well as regionally, that is in the district-wise and international as well. And I have got about 5 to 6 international president's medals for my service to the community and as well as for the leadership quality. And during my time, or I can say as the Lions Club, we have opened lot of internet centers in Seychelles, lot of bus shelters you can see everywhere in the name of the Lions Club. And then we have been doing a lot of tree planting for the environment, and we have been holding a quest program for the schools to pull away the children, school going children, from the menace of the drugs and other bad activities. So this is, then we have been conducting a lot of cataract surgery camps, getting the surgeon from Nairobi, from the Lions Club, and then from India. See, every year we have been conducting or doing cataract surgeries, maybe 300 to 400 patients they have been attending to.
So you say it's in the blood itself. Yes. So you are a founding member of the Seychelles Hindu Temple and currently head the Hindu Council of Seychelles.
Yes.
How important it is for the communities to preserve their culture while also being fully part of the wider Seychelles society?
See, for anyone, even though say I am born Indian, then I have inherited the Seychelles citizenship. Now there's going to be I don't say it's a clash, there's a mix. I have to take the culture where I have born, I have to travel with that, and at the same time, I have to adapt to the society's requirements. I have to be little adaptive to the local culture as well. So, a person should have a proper balance. How to take your culture and mix with the local culture. It's not that you have to completely get rid of your old culture and don't go completely into the new culture. You strike a balance. So that will keep. So when you do that, definitely it is going to get you a respect from the community from where you have come from, and also from the local community.
Speaking about the culture, you were also part of the committee for the Seychelles India Day Committee in 2016.
Yes.
And you've been around for several years and seen the formation of it and seen different celebration. And when you chaired that committee for the first time and you saw the celebration taking place, you see the culture mixing, how did that make you feel?
It was that, see, we had that in, if I remember correctly, in the year 2016.
Yeah, 16, yeah.
2016,
yeah.
the first time we organized that Seychelles India Day. At the time, Minister Sentange was the culture minister or tourism. He was the minister for tourism and culture.
Yes.
It was I can say it was purely his initiative to bring it into the history of Seychelles. In the year 2016, then we formed a committee. Then I have been taken or chosen to chair the committee to raise the funds and then to get the people from India to do all the performance. Then we did a lot of homework. It was a big project, and then it was a project going for about 6 days minimum.
And you've been around for several years in the Seychelles. When you look back at your time in the Seychelles, what makes you more proud? What stands out that this is my accomplishment, this is the legacy I want to leave behind?
It's difficult to say, but each one is having its own legacy. What I can say is the way you conduct yourself in your profession or in the within the public.
Yeah.
Wherever you within certain environments, you establish your name. You are going to identify yourself as so and so, and then you carry whatever you learned during in the life, whether from your home country or the adopted country, wherever you have learned, that whatever is good from there, you take it into with you, and then teach to your neighbors and teach to the people who are with whom you are dealing with, and to your children, to your grandchildren. You have to spread this legacy, and then you have to develop that legacy.
And Mr. Ramani, you left India at quite an early age, 1981, and you came to Seychelles. You passed retirement age now, but you're still working, still pushing, still giving to the community. And if you could go back to India to advise a younger Mr. Ramani starting in accounting, what advice would you give him?
See, again, I have to say the same thing. When I told you it is in the culture, it has to develop within yourself. It's not coming just like that. See, some people, they make the money, then they want to keep it themselves only for the family. Some people, I can say, not necessarily me, I can see a lot of our people in Seychelles, not necessarily Indians, but even Seychelles I can see, they have been doing quite a lot for the community development. It's a very encouraging for others to see. When somebody is doing something good to the community, others also would like to follow them. Okay, when this guy is doing such good things, why I should not do?
So always remember to give back to society.
Yeah.
Mr. Ramani, could you believe that our interview has come to an end?
Sorry?
Our interview has come to an end, actually.
Yeah.
Time has just run out. Any last word that you want to give advice to the community in a whole, to the business community, to the charitable community, to the volunteers? Any last words?
Yes. See, I don't want to talk in the shoes of a businessman or as a service person. As a human being,
Yes.
Love your country.
Love your country.
You have to love your country. Then you have to develop a sort of affiliation to the people, to the community where you live in, and then try to help the people around you.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you have to.
So that was Mr. Ramani, a prominent businessman in the Seychelles, a volunteer, been dedicated his life to helping the community, helping the business community as well. And like you said, love your country, love your community, give back as well. Let's just give back as well. With that, Mr. Ramani, I say thank you very much for being my guest on Topik Konversasyon.
Thank you, 𝐤𝐤𝐬𝐤.
Thank
you for calling me.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So, avec ça, on peut dire merci et passez bon temps et bonne journée. Merci.